Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. It's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. McDonald and the Cleveland Browns versus Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They've handled all comers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season, and now's where it really starts to get into your mind. We'll see if it affects their play in any way.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading them out, the rookie 7th-round pick from Hawaii. It's Cole McDonald.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
That's good.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's McDonald. A slant to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
For a Cleveland Browns.
The numbers for Jones last week: 4 catches, 64 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
McDonald sets to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. First time we get to see this Baltimore offense here, and feast your eyes on the Madden cover man, Lamar Jackson, taking the field, ready to lead them at quarterback.
We've had dual-threat quarterbacks in the NFL in the past, and we've had some really good ones, but I don't know if we've had one quite like Lamar Jackson. Led the league in touchdown pass with 36 last season. Set the all-time record for rushing yards in a single season for a quarterback at over 1,200 yards. And he led his Baltimore Ravens to a 14-2 regular season mark. Best in the NFL. The sky is the limit for Lamar Jackson.
The numbers for Freeman a week ago: 14 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Freeman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Barney, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
This is Freeman on first and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Browns' 33-yard line.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
The wide receiver, the ball.
And on third and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He'll go underneath with it, finding Freeman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On first down, it's Freeman. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
19-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Second and 8.
Here's Freeman. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Freeman again, the ball.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Ravens 3, Browns nothing.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Over 1st and 10. At their own.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's McDonald to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 33. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st. Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. And Jones has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up
nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. Out of the gun, McDonald. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Cameron Brate, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 7 yards there and a first down. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jackson.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Freeman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And some strong running. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, McDonald drops this one off to McCoy underneath. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald, the left side completion to Jones. 12 yards there and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
On for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the Panthers who were able to come away with the home victory. 34-30 was your final. From there, we take the long trip across the country, about as far as you can go. Check on the Seahawks in Seattle. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. 35-28 the final as they win by a touchdown. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Phillip Rivers, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. First down and more for Jackson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They run the option on second down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Freeman, the ball
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jackson going to look to do it himself. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 11 now. And now Jackson will look to throw it. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. McDonald over the middle, complete. That's McCoy. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, McDonald. It's caught. Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Peterson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They go play action with McDonald. His throw incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Intercepted.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just wanted you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter.
That's good.
Are you touched?
Cleveland Browns.
He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Adrian Peterson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Coup for the extra point.
For the point after.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and in fact we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Cole McDonald sacked.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, McDonald. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Julian Love. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Jackson
from the 24. They'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
Throwing again. Jackson. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And a Raven 1st down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He sets to fire deep, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Seven yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Freeman, the ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tyrell Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, McDonald looking for his running back, and he's got him.
McDonald's back.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun, McDonald. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, it really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down by...
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and 10.
Freeman again. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left, those 2 points, doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And some room to work.
Let's do it. Oh, yeah.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock now with McCoy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by 9, just over a minute 40 to play. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Throwing now is Jackson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Jackson to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that is incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. To throw again is Jackson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
Jackson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Down, Ravens.
Now Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Pass.
3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup.
Here's Jackson.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. 3rd down here.
Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
Jackson will throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Jackson's.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Tonight,
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.